Hey everybody, Sagittarius98, Adam here, and it is time for the mountain number 5. This is a 3 challenge, as was the last mountain. It is a 2.5 minute timer per round. We will get right into it. Should not be a problem. Well, the timer should not be a problem. The locations might be. Of course, this is based on the diverse world. Let's take a look. Looks Southeast Asian. Philippines, Indonesia. Really? I mean, maybe Malaysia. Either Sri Lanka or, based on the color of people in that rickshaw, I'm thinking Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. Sri Lanka is just more likely. One of the flattest countries on earth, but there are some mountains in the eastern part, but I do not think that is Bangladesh. I think that it is Sri Lanka. Where in Sri Lanka? Let's just put down a marker first. We're not there, obviously. It's a more flatter part. Maybe here. No, should have. Would have been closer if I guessed in the same spot that guy did, which is where I initially clicked. We were on this side of the mountains. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we were kind of east to the mountains. I guessed too far north. It's still fine. We're more than good enough. Okay. This one's a little tough. Looks kind of like, I don't know. Maybe Latin America because of that. I mean, it could be Eastern Europe. It's probably either Colombia or Mexico. Even though I really want to say it's Europe, I don't think it's Europe. Maybe it is. Where's the sun? I mean, if it's Colombia or Mexico, it doesn't really help. The sun is in the south. Well, I mean, kind of. It's more in the east. Going with Colombia. I don't think that's right, but I'm going with Colombia anyway. Like, sorta, kinda here. It was correct. Just a little bit farther over. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Although not as good as Dog Guy. I don't know who that is. This looks like Denmark. Very Danish style camera as well. Black Poles. I mean, Black Poles is Switzerland. Which is not. Probably not. Well, actually. No, I don't think it's Switzerland. It's too flat to be Switzerland. Although if it's like Thurgau, maybe. But no, I think I have to go with Denmark. Those things look Danish more. It's cloudy. It's bad 2009 camera. There's just a few hills. Maybe we're outside of them. No, it was Luxembourg. Again, Luxembourg. Luxembourg has black poles. And you remember Luxembourg has black poles. I think I said that last time because I think we were in Luxembourg in round 4. Here we are again. Yeah, Luxembourg makes a lot of sense based on the landscape. But again, I don't get Luxembourg. I did make a Luxembourg map, Benelux map. I did not make a specifically Luxembourg map, but maybe I need to practice the Benelux map, and then I'll remember that Luxembourg has black poles. In the meantime, it's frozen, and so we will wait, and hopefully it will unfreeze shortly. Well, not much to talk about. Let's really hope that it does unfreeze. There we go. Well, maybe not. Not really. It still seems to be frozen. Perhaps, actually. No, that's not going to do anything. So, I guess, I mean, just to fill in the time. So this is the second round of the 3 stage, as I said. So there will be one more 3 stage, and then we move on to the 4 level stage, which is going to be tough. There's no doubt about that one. It's going to be pretty tough, and then there's 3 of those, and then the final is a 1-off, I believe. No, it's not a 1-off. It's a 5-off. Well, 5 rounds. I don't think that's what they call it. 5-off. It's a 5 rounds at 5. I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's just 1, but I feel like it's 5 because the 5s take so short that you can afford to do 5 of them. And so yeah, and so that's basically the format. We'll see if I can advance here to the final stage. But right now, we've got the next round finally loading. At least in theory. I don't believe that the diverse will have a broken location, so there we go. We're in the US actually, not too common in a diverse world for obvious reasons. No front plate. Looks kind of like Detroit. Those kind of look like Detroit, except white signs. That's not Detroit. Neither are white plates. So white plates with the yellow on the bottom. Indiana, then? Do all of them? I mean, that looks like Pennsylvania, but that's not Pennsylvania. Unless that's a new Maryland plate, but I don't think this image is old enough to be that. And plus, well, that's blue. Hold on. Could this be? I mean, is there a building like that in Baltimore? I don't think there is. But the white plates could be Baltimore. Let's could be the former Henry Maryland plates. Let's take a look. If not, I'm gonna guess in like Indianapolis maybe. But if we were in Baltimore, then we would be coming out of somewhere. What is this? It's U.S. property. It's U.S. government property. Then we go over to here. I think this might be Baltimore, but where? It's really confusing. Learning by doing. Yeah, but they're all no front plate thing. Maryland, well, yeah, but all of those cars have front plates, so that doesn't mean anything. We would be in the south of downtown on a road with a federal government property, dead ending. Well, okay, I've got a guess there. I don't think it was correct. Okay, good. It was Baltimore. I'm glad I recognized it. Yeah, the whole no front plate thing was throwing me off at first. So we were north of Fayette with Pleasant View Gardens. What was the federal property? That's not the jail. Oh, it's the U.S. Post Office. Okay, yeah, that I guess that is federal property. It's just not. It's not the type of federal property that I would think of at first. And we go back to this. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, yeah, getting Baltimore is pretty nice, especially considering the fact that I'm well, I'm not from Baltimore, but I'm from quite close to Baltimore. But yeah, I mean, you know, sadly I couldn't get 5,000 points, but I think 4,996 is good enough at a 3 challenge. Really, the fact that, yeah, so north, that's why I couldn't recognize that building, because it's not in downtown. That building was this way, which means there was some sort of apartment complex, probably, some sort of high-rise tower. North of downtown, probably east of 83. So yeah, I mean that's why I didn't really recognize it. I feel like I've actually driven by that building before, which would make sense if it's off of somewhere around Mulberry, or even a little bit farther north. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Did the tab shut down? No, it did not. It just moved. There we go. Yeah, so that building's like north of Orleans, north of 40 somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've driven by it anyway, next round. This should be round 4. I think this is. Sorry for the technical issues. I have no idea what the issue is today. It's much worse than it is usually. Thankfully, it's round 5 already. This looks like Iceland or the Faroe Islands, which is good because that means there's a realistic chance of doing very well on this. Faroe Islands more than Iceland, I think. Especially with that, it's kind of like a inconsistent movement, and the Faroe Islands have some inconsistent movement. So I think Faroe Islands, we can wait for this to unfreeze. But yeah, I mean, thankfully this time it froze on a nice location. We can go in and enjoy the view, which is ultimately a big part of why I play this game, why many people play this game, because, you know, I mean, I've been to Iceland. I don't know if I'll ever have the chance to go to the Faroe Islands, but for now, Street View will have to suffice. And, yeah, so let's see if this will solve it. In any case, yeah, I know we're in the Faroe Islands because this, well, look, it froze right at the beginning, so I'm going to refresh this. Hopefully it unfreezes and not just ticks down to 0, because that would be bad. But let's see. I kind of don't. Hold on. Did it refresh? Seconds. I probably would even miss the Faroe Islands. Okay, so let's try this again. I almost don't want to put out this video, but I've recorded every single mountain at this point, so I think I'm just gonna put it out, even though it's really bad, because ultimately the gameplay is still good. It's just gameplay mixed in with about 15 minutes of closed, and that's probably the reason why it's so slow, because it's still so bad. But I mean, maybe I think I'll still put it out. I mean, I'll put it out with a disclaimer saying that there were technical difficulties, and so it's poor video. But that's how it is. Why is the time limit starting at 2:10 when it's 2.5 minutes? That's strange. Faroe Islands are right there, maybe. Here we go again. Well, maybe not. Those are the Faroe Islands. Now, can we rotate around? I don't know if it allows. I feel pretty comfortable about the Faroe Islands, so I think, honestly, if it doesn't let me rotate around, I'll just guess. Because I'm too tired of this already to bother, even with trying to. I just kind of want to finish this because of. The play. Yeah, I mean we're overlooking a northern. You know what? This could be. It's a town that's overlooking a northern thing. I wonder if it's like Sandvik. No, because Sandvik would be east. Is it Falba? No. Oravik. None of those look right. Lopra does. Well, no, it's not Lopra, because I've been to Lopra. It's not Skopun. So he must be on the mainland. Well, mainland is used kind of loosely. Doesn't look like Tjornovik. None of those places, really. 19 seconds. Can I figure it out? No, because I don't see anything that matches that. I mean, maybe we're actually in Iceland then. I think maybe we actually are in Iceland. Let's just put a marker down in Sund. We are not in Sund. Whatever. Time's up. Nope, it was correct. It was correct. It was Lervik. What was up with the fjord like that? Oh, we were looking at this then, probably. Or this. Yeah, we were looking at that. That was another island. Wow, so that's a much bigger scale than I expected. I thought that was just going to be a little fjord like this, but that was a whole nother island. Now that explains. I'm glad I guessed in the Faroe Islands. 22,507. It's pretty good. I don't know who got 24,330. Let's take a look. Sack. Wasn't this a 3? I mean, maybe, I guess, but... no, I'm not trying to diminish, or I'm just saying it's... Very well done if you did play it as a 3, indeed. I'll see in the comments, but you know, with 9 kilometers being your farthest, that's here. I'm third, so very good game actually. It was worth every minute that it was frozen, like it is right now. Nighty did well as well in Baltimore. I assume probably because Baltimore featured the Old Line Excursion series at least once, well, 5 times in the last episode of the Old Line Excursions. Anyway, I'm not going to prolong this any more. Round 6 will come up soon, and next time, see you.